Math 8, section 1.3. We present here more examples about this section, just for additional practice for you guys. Recall, if we have 2 points x1, y1, and x2, y2, so then we have m, the midpoint, has coordinates x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y2 over 2. And the distance formula, call these points A and B. The distance AB, or the distance from A to B, is given by the formula, the square root of x1 minus x2 all squared plus y1 minus y2 all squared. Also, we can look at examples now. Let A coordinates 4, 2 and B 0, negative 2. We need to find the distance and the midpoint, the coordinates of the midpoint m. Again, it's defined as x1 plus x2 divided by 2, y1 plus y2 divided by 2. So m gives us 4 plus 0, 4 divided by 2, 2. 2 plus negative 2, 0 divided by 2, 0. So m2 comma 0 are the coordinates of the midpoint. And AB, the square root of, you can always write the formula down, x1 minus x2 square, or x2 minus x1, doesn't matter, plus y1 minus y2 square. Don't forget the squaring. And you may label these x1, y1, x2, y2, and substitute them in. x1 is 4 minus 0 square plus 2 minus negative 2 square. This would give us 4 square plus 4 square. 16 plus 16, 32. But we always need to simplify this. 32 is 16 times 2, which comes out as 4 square root of 2. Another example, say A is 1 plus root 2 comma negative 3, and B is 1 minus root 2 comma 7. So we need to find the coordinates of the midpoint. Let's just find the coordinates of the midpoint. x1 plus x2 all divided by 2 comma y1 plus y2 divided by 2. So m is, these cancel, 1 plus 1, 2 over 2. Negative 3 plus 7, 4 divided by 2. So that gives me 1 comma 2. These are the coordinates of m. Another good thing we focus on here is about circles. So if we have a circle with center AB, or HK, called HK, and radius r, the equation of the circle is given by x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. Then here we can ask you to find or determine the coordinates of the center. And radius for, let's say, x squared plus y squared equals 36. X plus 5 squared plus y squared equals 27. X minus 3 squared equals 8 minus y plus 9 squared. So for the first one, that looks like x minus 0 squared. There's no h or k. So the center, call it I, 0, 0. That's the center. And r squared is on the right side, 36. So r is 6, or the square root of 36, which is 6. Next one, the center I, this is x minus negative 5 squared plus y minus 0 squared is 27. So this is the x, and the y is 0, and the radius r squared is 27. So r is the square root of 27. which is 3 square root of 3. For the next one, it doesn't look like x minus h squared plus y minus something square. So we need to rewrite it first by adding the y plus 9 squared to both sides. So the center here would be 3 comma negative 9. And r square is 8. So r is the square root of 8. But again, it's 4 times 2, so 2 square root of 2. We always must simplify. We can go backwards. We can ask you to write the equation of the circle in standard form based on some given information. Say center 1, 2 and radius 3, or center -1, 3 and radius 1/4, let's say. All this matters in this case. So center means that's h, k, and r. So to find the equation circle, we always need h, k, and r. H, k, and r. So we can use x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. So x minus h is 1, k is 2, r is 3, which is 9. It's done. You don't have to expand. You can just leave it. This is the standard form. Next one. Again, this is h and k, and they give us r. So it's x minus h, which is -1 square, y minus k square equals r square. So that gives x plus 1 square plus y minus 3 square equals 1/16. Let's take center -2, -3, and passing through. So the circle passes through, passing through 2, 5. 2, 5. Again, we need to find the equation of the circle. They give us the center, so h and k, but I don't know where r is. What is r? So that's the center, and 2, 5 here. That's the radius. Radius is the distance, x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. This is 2 plus -2, that's 4 square, plus 5 plus that 8 square. So r equals the square root of 16 plus 64, which is the square root of 80. Then the equation becomes x minus h square plus y minus k square equals r square. So x plus 2 square plus y plus 3 square equals 80. That's the equation of the circle. Sometimes we go back, they ask us to find the center and radius. What's the center and radius? But they don't give us the equation in a standard form. They give it in a slightly different form. Say x squared plus y squared equals 6x. So to do so, how we're gonna find that out is we need to group the x's together like so. The y's together equals whatever constants. There's 0 there. So here what we do is called completing the square. So we take the coefficient of x, which is -6, divided always by 2, gives us -3. And that result is always going to be squared. It gives us 9. So you're going to add 9 here and 9 to the other side. For the y, there's nothing can be done. There's no y term. So this becomes x minus 3 squared because the number 2 squared minus comes from here, plus there's no y term, so it's just a 0, equals 9. So the center is going to be 3 comma 0, and r square is 9, so r is 3. Another example, x squared plus y squared equals 8x minus 6y plus 11. Again, we need to bring everything to one side to be able to solve it. So we need to get things in a standard form where we put the x squared, subtract 8x on both sides, group the y squared, add 6y equals 11. So I group the x's, I group the y's, and I left the constants on the other side, on the right side. So what do we do in this case? We complete the square for the x's and complete the squares on the y's. So you take the negative 8 and divide it by 2. You get negative 4. Square it. You get 16. So you add 16 to both sides. Then we do the same thing for the 6. Divided by 2, you get 3. Square it. You get 9. So you add 9 to both sides. Plus 9 plus 9. So this one here becomes x minus 4 square. This becomes here y plus 3 square equals, I believe, 36. So then the center in this case is 4, negative 3, and r squared is 36, so r is 6. That's the center and radius. Center and radius. Sometimes they give you a graph of a circle and they ask you to find the equation of that circle. All you have to do is going to be given to you on the, say it's like that, on the graphing paper, so you can tell this is like, let's say 1 0, okay, 1 0, and let's say this is 2 and this is 3, like that. So find the equation. You can tell from the diagram the center, say 1 0, and the radius is the distance from the center to there, which is 2 units. So the radius is 2 units. Then the equation of the circle we need to find. Equation becomes, this is h, this is k, x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. So it's x minus h is 1 square, y minus k is 0 square equals r square. So this is x minus 1 square plus y square equals 4. Equals 4. That's the equation of the circle we're looking for. That's the equation of the circle we're looking for. See, that's how we find equations of circles. We always need hk and r, hk and r, hk and r. As soon as we get them, then we can find the equation of the circle. So these are just additional questions, good for students to know. Sometimes they ask you, they say let A, let's say 2 comma 3 and B 4 comma 1. Find the equation of the circle, with diameter AB. Diameter AB. So you have just random, you draw it randomly. Say I is the center. So 2 comma 3 and this is 4 comma 1. 4 comma 1. So to find the equation of the circle, you need the center and radius. Center and radius. How do I find the center? Center is the midpoint, so I find the coordinates of the midpoint. 2 plus 4 divided by 2, 3 plus 1 divided by 2. So I is 3 comma 2. That's the center. This is H and K. Now we find the distance AB. The distance AB is x of A minus x of B square, y of A minus y of B square. That gives me negative 2 square plus 2 square. 4 plus 4, 8. So which simplifies to 2 square root of 2. That's the length of the diameter AB. The radius is half of the diameter, so AB over 2. We found AB, 2 square root of 2 over 2. These two cancel. That gives me the radius. Then the equation of the circle, we write the formula down. X minus h squared, y minus k squared equals r squared. So x minus h is 3 square, y minus k is 2 square, and r is the square root of 2 square. You don't have to expand this part, neither the y part, but it would be nice to square this, which gives us 2. That's basically the equation of the circle. So we found the center and the radius always. How we found the center is the midpoint. How do you find the radius? We find the diameter, how long the diameter is, or the length of the diameter, and divide that by 2. Divide that by 2.